Yo, what is it? What time is it? 1 o'clock. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Freedom marchers, freedom family, freedom lovers, and freedom fighters. Oh boy. I wasn't gonna do a live stream this afternoon, but when I saw this shit, I was like, what the fuck? I mean, this is serious shit right here. This dude right here, man. This dude, knockoff. This dude, knockoff, has been using Devin's name to distract from the fact that Tonka Twuck Davis got his ass whooped by Lamont Roach and is now the laughingstock of boxing because he essentially got his ass whooped by hair grease. Okay, he got his ass beat by hair grease, and he had to take a knee. And this is an embarrassment for KHO. So he is going to go out of his way to try and, make sure and to try and, I guess he's trying to make Devin Haney supporters embarrassed. I don't know. He called Devin Haney a laughingstock, right? He's been going in on Devin Haney for the last few days because, of course, he has to come up with a strategy to repair the damage that has been done to Tonka Twuck Davis's career and reputation, right? So, in his latest attempt, he expounds on this thing. I guess Gabe Rosado and Devin Haney have been going back and forth, and he's using this he's highlighting this to try and paint a picture about Devin Haney, a picture that he has been trying to paint really for quite a while, almost a year, right? When he was pretending like he had a problem with Ryan Garcia being a drug cheat. But I have shown that he really does not give a shit that Ryan Garcia was a drug cheat and cheated Devin Haney. And I will further prove that in this video. Now, he'll tell you that, it's not about that. But it is about that because the only reason Ryan Garcia won against Devin Haney, which arguably he actually didn't in reality, but of course the judges say Ryan Garcia won because there were 3 knockdowns. He wants to dismiss the whole drug cheating thing. That's the biggest problem, right? He wants to dismiss the drug cheating, and he wants Devin to be a loser, right? And he doesn't want anybody to, put the blame on the drug cheating. He wants everybody to forget that, and he wants to try to make Devin look as bad as possible. Now, the way he's going about this is completely asinine and senseless, but we're going to get into that. Nolan, her was good. We're going to get into it because this is some wild shit right here. It's completely desperate. Now, here's the thing, y'all. On 2 different occasions, when I, went in on knockoffs bullshit, on my own channel, he has gone to BFTB's channel to call me out, to have a debate. Now, both times, I said, okay, whatever, let's do it, right? Even though I don't think there's nothing for us to debate about, but I said I'll have an argument with him, right? Both times, I said, okay, well, let's do it. He said, pick a day, Thursday or Wednesday. I said, okay, fuck it, Thursday. Motherfucker never showed up. Either time, he never followed through, right? Both times he went to BFTB, made the live stream about him to call me out, and both times I said, okay, whatever, let's do it. because I said the things that I have an issue with have nothing to do with a debate, right? I'm not trying to change anybody's mind about anything. I'm not trying to sway anybody's opinion. My stance is my stance, point blank, period. And so he said, until you debate me, blah, 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 don't make videos about me and all this, that. You have nothing to say about any of that no more. 2 different times, I said, okay, I'll get down with it, right? You know, and it never happened. So I will continue to do what the fuck I want to do. And if that includes making videos about you, well, that's the fuck I want to do. That's what I'm going to do. It is what it is. Like, I don't give a fuck about nothing you say. It is what it is. So that's pretty much where I'm at with this. You know what I'm saying? But it's just whatever. I don't give a fuck what he says about, you know, me making videos. Like, I don't give a shit, right? I don't care. You know, it is what it is. But I'm going to play this. I'm going to play his video that I think he did. When was that? It says 19 hours ago. Who wants to hear, buddy? You're not going to cuss on my platform. This is YouTube. If you don't lie, run in your mouth and cuss him, you need to go over and kick or some. Huh? Cure, what the fuck are you talking about? Yo, y'all. This is crazy. Sunshine, what's good? Good morning to you, Queen Sunshine. What is Cure talking about? I have no idea. Cure's spitting a bunch of nonsense. The bottom line is, KO called me out two different times. And both times I said, okay, whatever. It is what it is. I don't give a shit. It is what it is. But I'm going to play this, and we're going to go through this video because I think it's the most asinine thing I ever heard in my life in regards to boxing in this type of in this whole situation with Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. I don't know why it's still a thing. Ryan Garcia was a drug cheat. The fight was ruled a no contest. And yes, Devin Haney sued Ryan Garcia, but so the fuck what? But we're going to get into that. Let me play this video.
Devin the Dream Haney gets absolutely just fried up, cooked, scrambled up like eggs, just obliterated by Gabe Rosado, bro.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear the...
It's because he's failing to understand and realize, and his fans are also in this same boat, and his daddy is in this same boat. Niggas is not cooking you and clowning you because Ryan Garcia cheated you. It's a deflection move and a deflection tactic used by him and used by others.
Do you hear the audio from the video I'm playing, Sunshine?
That support him to try to take off the steam of the real issue that people have with Devin the Dream Haney. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications, catch us live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30. We also live Sunday mornings with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Good, Sunshine.
Join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams and the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. Knockoutboxing86 at yahoo.com is the email address. Let's get it cracking though. So
no shit.
Devin Haney and
It's the
Gabe
email.
Rosado went back and forth, bro. And it all started with Gabe Rosado simply letting his opinion be known that he thought that Devin Haney suing Ryan Garcia was some weak ass shit. Devin Haney ain't like that shit, and he proceeded to say this nigga a bum. He got 17 losses. I want him to fight one of my fighters. He, you know what I'm saying? He talking and all that shit, and he basically got brain damage and brain cell damage and all that shit with how Gabe Rosado was talking about Devin Haney. Gabe Rosado got wind of this, and he said, you goddamn right, I got 17 losses. And I took every last one of them like a man. Some of them robberies, too. I didn't go sue nobody like a little hoe.
Now, what was Gabe Rosado going to sue anybody for? 17 losses. And he says some of them robberies. What was Gabe Rosado going to sue for? Right? Because Did any of these fighters cheat? Did any of these fighters get popped dirty for performance enhancing drugs? He felt like he was robbed. Well, that's an opinion of yours, right? There are plenty of people, plenty of fighters that we feel have gotten robbed over many decades in the sport of boxing. But there was no way to sue anybody, right? If the judges made a decision, they made the decision. Now, if the judges got caught taking money, taking payola, or whatever, that's a whole different story. And I don't see why someone would not sue for that. Why wouldn't someone not sue? Like, if you found out a judge was on the take, if a judge was taking payola to make fights go a certain way, why would you not sue? But my guess is that never happened to Gabe Rosado. So if Gabe Rosado lost 17 fights and he feels like some of them were robberies, well, that's just the feeling you had, right? Unlike with Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia popped dirty for performance enhancing drugs. This is a fact. So why would he not sue for this, right? Why would he allow, what are we talking about? This is a false equivalence. And KHO is playing into this false equivalence because he hates Devin Haney and because he wants to distract. He wants to make Devin Haney look worse than Tonka Twuck Davis, right? So this is a case of shitting on one fighter to make another fighter look better. But he's not going to tell you that. He's going to, it's just continued hate against Devin Haney, right? That's just what this is.
Now, you would think Devin Haney's response to this is, man, I ain't no hoe. What you mean? That's what I'm supposed to do. Nigga cheated me. Such, blah, blah, blah. Nah, he ain't do none of that shit. Devin Haney's response to him was, you a bum. I'm 26 years old. I'm more accomplished than you. I'm a better fighter than you. You can't hold my gym bag. So forth and so on, which is true, bro. Gabe Rosado is nowhere close to the fighter that Devin Haney is, bro. Never has been, never will be. Straight up. Like, that's the truth, but it's a deflection because that's not what Gabe Rosado is.
Dead Mike said he slammed 3 egg omelet with all the faces. Good for you. I have to look at that. How many wins? Let's see. How many wins? Gabe Rosado, 39 years old, 26 wins, 17 losses. Ass. Prolapsed ass. Okay? But that's irrelevant. It doesn't matter what kind of record Gabe Rosado has, right? He made an assertion that Devin Haney was a bitch for suing Ryan Garcia. But then he used his record in this idea that he had some robberies against him to say, look, I didn't sue nobody, but you had no what they call that when you have you had no standing to sue. There was no reason for you to sue. What were the damages, right? Whatever. There was no impropriety in the losses that you feel were robberies. Just like with or no proven impropriety, right? Like when Israel Madrimov got cheated in his fight against Terrence Crawford, right? Because not cheated, but robbed, right? Because I feel like Israel Madrimov whooped Terrence Crawford's ass. I feel like Lamont Roach whooped Gervonta Tonka Twuck Davis's ass. But the judges didn't think so. So there's nothing to sue for, right? It just is what it is. But that's not the same case, right? Ryan Garcia popped dirty for performance enhancing drugs, right? And could have killed Devin Haney with that enhancement. But we're supposed to just be like, nah, we'll put that on the back burner. Fuck all that. Fuck the drug cheating, right? We're just supposed to accept that Devin Haney got his ass whooped by Ryan Garcia, who's a fucking drug cheat. We're supposed to just forget about the drug cheat part. Why would we want to forget that? And why would Gabe Rosado, who gives a fuck what Gabe Rosado says about that? Who gives a fuck what KHO says about it? But the big problem is that when he pushes these narratives, everybody picks it up and runs with it. And this creates a problem in boxing as a whole. But people aren't putting that together. They think everything is isolated. No, it's not isolated. A lot of the bullshit that floats around in these YouTube streets come from cats like Knockoff Pity Pat. Comes from cats like South Sucker, Fannin, and all these other cats. Manager Marty or Janitor Cooney, as Champ Side would say. But see, people aren't putting these things together. You're not connecting the dots. If you know anything about string theory, you know about how things are connected. All you got to do is follow the fucking rabbit trail. All you got to do is follow the fucking crumbs back to the big bad wolf or wherever Heckle and Jekyll was. What's their name? The two motherfuckers that was following the breadcrumbs to the witch house. Follow the breadcrumbs. These motherfuckers are pushing bullshit in the sport of boxing. Ryan left hook is deadly, especially when it's enhanced and augmented by performance enhancing drugs, right? Dead Mike, of course. Yeah, it's going to be deadly. Exactly. But we want to forget about the enhancements. We want to forget about the enhancements and just believe that Ryan Garcia is just whatever, man. Whatever. We're going to keep going.
Was talking about. Gabe Rosado responded to him and told him, humble yourself. Humble yourself because you're on Ryan Garcia's under.
First of all, Gabe Rosado, you're telling Devin Haney to humble himself, but you have 17 losses on your record. You're 26-17. Devin Haney is 30-0. What does he have to humble himself for? What are we talking about? And of course, Knockoff Pity Pat agrees with Gabriel Rosado, right? This is completely ridiculous. Completely.
Undercard. And be sure to keep your right hand up. And watch out for that left hook. Because you're getting knocked out on Ryan Garcia's undercard will be crazy.
Oh, original.
He flamed
Stephen X.
Body bag Devin, bro.
What's good, Stephen X? This is just ridiculous, man. This here Knockoff Pity Pat. Goodness gracious alive, bro. This dude hates Devin Haney more than he supports Tonka Twuck Davis. But it just goes hand in hand. The hate on Devin Haney, in their mind, helps Tonka Twuck Davis. Helps his career. I don't get it. This is the wildness. The wildness.
And Devin is gonna have this problem.
Hold on.
And watch out for that left hook. Because you're getting knocked out on Ryan Garcia's undercard will be crazy. He flamed and body bagged Devin, bro. And Devin is gonna have this problem, and it's gonna follow him his entire career because of this horrible ass move that he made to sue Ryan Garcia, bro.
How was that a horrible move? How was suing Ryan Garcia for breach of contract, right? Breaching the contract by using performance enhancing drugs. How was that a horrible move? Devin Haney obviously suspended the lawsuit because Ryan Garcia agreed to fight him again. I don't think that was a wise decision, but Devin Haney does what he wants. That's his self. That's his career. You know, that's on him. But nonetheless, I think the lawsuit in and of itself was a great idea. But the bottom line is, how is that a horrible move? Sunshine, here's the problem with Knockoff Pity Pat. Knockoff Pity Pat is not a blind supporter. He's not a blind supporter. He is not ignorant. He is fully aware. He is fully aware. He is fully knowledgeable, right? He is very knowledgeable in the sport of boxing. This is the problem, right? But, I guess you could say that his hate for Devin Haney blinds him or it encourages him to be lacking in integrity. That's what I call it. Wonder who was in here, Sunshine. Oh, you talking about Dead Mike? Dead Mike is a troll. Dead Mike is a troll. But the problem with Knockoff Pity Pat, and the problem I have with him, is the lack of integrity, right? Because he knows better. He has demonstrated a lack of integrity in regards to how he covers the sport of boxing on multiple occasions, multiple times. And that's why I'll go in on him so hard. I'm not playing the pause game. But that's my problem with a cat like Knockoff Pity Pat. That's my problem with the cat like South Sucker in Boxing No Go. They know better. They know better. They just choose not to do better. And that's why I call these motherfuckers out. And this right here, him co-signing Gabe Rosado on the bullshit is why I do shit like this. But it pisses him off when I do it. But I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He can go cry to his daddy BF like he always does and complain about me again. I don't give a shit.
It's certain shit that you don't want to make history with, bro. Like, you don't want to make history to, like, in the NBA Finals, to be the first person to hit a game-winning shot for the other team because you shot the ball in the wrong basket and shit. Like,
another false equivalence fallacy. What? How does that how does that equate? It doesn't. It's a false equivalence. Shooting the basket for the other team. How does that relate to getting drug cheating and suing? What? Like, you don't even know how to fucking whatever.
it's certain history that you don't want to make. And in boxing, at the top of the list, I don't know what you would put above this, but at the top of the list is you don't want to be suing a mother. You don't want to be a boxer suing another boxer for battery.
And see, this is what I'm talking about. Devin Haney did not sue Ryan Garcia for battery. He sued Ryan Garcia for breach of contract, for being a drug cheat. And if you're a drug cheat who enters into a boxing match, you are now committing battery against the other fighter. That's just the result. That was part of the lawsuit. He sued for breach of contract. Now he's lying to you. Pure fucking lies. Lies. Stephen X is like, they were praying for Devin's downfall. Now, he said, what could be worse than suing another fighter? How about taking a fucking knee and blaming it on hair grease? Oh, hair grease done melted and crawled into my eye. That's why I took a knee. That is worse than suing another fighter for breaching a contract by using performance-enhancing drugs. Your favorite fighter that you swallow the babies of, right? He took a knee because he said that he had hair grease in his eye. That, to me, that's worse. I don't know what. See, you see what he's doing here? But no. Suing somebody for drug cheating and trying to set a precedent that drug cheaters cannot get away with this shit. Why is there? First of all, if we shouldn't sue another fighter for using performance-enhancing drugs in your fight against me, then why are we testing for performance-enhancing drugs? Oh, here we go. Yes, knock off pity pat. I am covering you. Yes. Well, I cover boxing. Yes. See, I'm not a boxing reporter or a boxing YouTube channel. But guess what? I do whatever the fuck I want on my channel, including cover you spewing bullshit about fighters. Because why? I'm a grown-ass man. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm going to enjoy my Sunday. Aren't you on with QAQC or whatever the name is? You see, this is what I'm talking about. Knock off pity pat doesn't want to answer for the bullshit he's saying. He wants to try to shame me for not covering boxing. I am covering boxing. I'm covering your coverage, your sloppy coverage of boxing in the boxing world. Did I personally attack you, or am I attacking your fallacious argument? Because guess what? I love boxing. I box. I spend more. See, because of my lifestyle and because I work in another state and I have to travel for work and I have to drive 8 hours a week, I have to prioritize my time, right? So therefore, I watch other boxing channels like BFTB, Blue Blood Sports TV, Drew Titan, Stormy B Man, Scrapbook Boxing. I watch and listen to that so I can gain some knowledge of boxing in a convenient way. And with other time, right, I might be listening to someone talk about boxing that I know have knowledge about it while I'm training in boxing. So I choose my time wisely, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm covering you spewing bullshit about Devin Haney. I'm covering your lies. I'm covering your mismanagement of the facts. I'm covering your twisting of the narrative. Yes, Devin Haney sued for breach of contract because Ryan Garcia was a fucking drug cheat. If we're not going to punish fighters to the fullest extent possible for using performance enhancing drugs, then what the fuck are we testing it for? So they can get a year suspension? Well, fighters barely even fight twice a year anymore. What is that doing? Are you kidding me? This motherfucker could have went over there to Japan and fought in an exhibition fight. So these suspensions don't do shit. What you want to do is you want to try to prevent drug cheating in the future, but you don't care about that because it happened to Devin the Dream Haney. If Tonka Twuck got cheated, like in that same regard, you would have a problem with it. And I would have a problem with it as well, even though I hate Tonka Twuck. I hate him. Yeah, I hate him because he's a coon and he supports a drug cheater. But nonetheless, if he got cheated, I would have more vitriol for that drug cheater than Tonka Twuck. But I would still be like, hey, hey, you didn't give a fuck when Ryan Garcia did it. So you got what you had coming to you. But at the same time, I would want that drug cheater punished. Exactly, sunshine. But it is what it is. I mean, you can try to shame me for covering your lies. It's okay. That shit ain't gonna work with me. I'm a different type nigga. I'm a man apart. I ain't like these other dudes. No. Yeah, I'm gonna cover you. Yes. I told you. It is what it is.
And emotional distress.
Emotional distress.
You don't want to be...
Yeah, motherfucker, emotional distress. Guess what? I'm gonna pat the shit out of that lawsuit. I'm going to, for the breach of contract, right? And what did that breach of contract lead to? It led to a drug cheat, right? Punching on me, right? That is, yes, battery, because he was a drug cheat. And also, yeah, there's emotional distress because the motherfucker cheated me. I thought I lost fair and square. And you saw how Devin accepted the defeat in grace by saying Allah's a perfect planner. He wasn't upset or crying or whining about it. He celebrated. Bada boom, bada bing, it is what it is. But when he found out that Ryan Garcia was a fucking drug cheat, wait a minute. I just got beat by a drug cheat? I had my opportunity to be, I had my opportunity to shine, snatched away from me by a drug cheat. And now everybody clowning me for it. Yeah. So what? See, now you're trying to shame Devin for having emotional distress for being cheated. This is his fucking career. This is his livelihood. He has been working since he was 6 or 7 years old to be a professional boxer. Right? So his career has been somewhat derailed by a drug cheater. So guess what? Yeah, there's emotional motherfucking distress. See, sign language. Sign language coming from this guy. He called you a clown, big dog. We don't play. That Mike, it is what it is. It is. Calling me a clown or whatever. I called him. I mean, he was the first person to name call. It is what it is. But hey, I don't care. But once you start name calling, I'm gonna start name calling you. And it's gonna get worse and worse every time. Knock off 50 Pat KO. Hey, I'll call him out his name. It is what it is. The bottom line is, he doesn't give a shit Ryan Garcia drug cheated because it happened to Devin Haney, which it simply is not right. It simply is not right. But you have a boxing channel you have a large amount of influence in the boxing space. And you're using your influence to push retarded narratives out there into the ether. And this is what I have a problem with. So let's keep going. Let's keep covering knockoff pity pat.
He made the wrong type of history, and it's gonna follow him around for the rest of his career.
Oh yeah.
What a significantly
Tonka Twuck. What kind of history did Tonka Twuck make when he was the first fighter to ever take a knee because they had hair grease in his eye? What kind of history is that? Is that the history that you would prefer? You prefer that history to the history of Devin suing a drug cheat? Ooh-wee! Notice that he's not saying that Devin Haney sued Ryan Garcia for being a drug cheat. No, he's saying, oh, he's suing him for emotional distress. He's suing him for battery. Well, those aren't the causes, right? Those are the results. That's the damage Devin suffered from Ryan Garcia being a drug cheat. He's suing him for being a fucking drug cheat. The damages he suffered was from getting battered by a drug cheat and the emotional distress, the reputational damage that came along with that. But let's leave shit out, right? Let's leave shit out to make shit sound like you want it to sound like. Bro, are you surprised I'm covering this? No, you know good and goddamn well I was going to do that. You push it out like this, I'm going to dispute it. You goddamn right. I didn't say nothing about you though. I'm talking about your talking points. Sunshine says, why didn't he come in here and address the use of drugs? Because he don't care about that. I mean, he addressed it at the beginning of the video, kind of like dismissively, right? So he can push it to the side and push it to the back burner. That's how he does it. He should have directly addressed that, the use of, he don't care about that though. Because in another video I covered, he put Ryan Garcia's drug cheating at the bottom, right, of why Devin Haney lost that fight. He put it at the bottom. He put Bill being in Devin's corner at the top. That shows you where this motherfucker coming from. Yeah. I don't give a hot shit about none of this, none of the shaming language. Go ahead and use it. Shame me all you want. Come with it. But I'm going to use your words against you with sound logic and reasoning, right? And of course I'm gonna call you out your name. That's part of the game. Yeah, when you go lower, I go lower. I'm not Michelle Obama.
The lessen the blow is gonna be if he's able to get in that ring with Ryan Garcia, they get to the rematch and he beats Ryan Garcia. That's gonna lessen the blow significantly.
Sunshine, I agree. It's very suspicious. That's why I started covering this bullshit. Yeah. And listen, y'all don't want me to cover boxing. You understand? See, once I get my shit together, I'm this much closer to, once I have a discussion with my bosses or whatever at work about the change in my role in the company, where I can have more of my time for myself, and I start getting my equipment and get my production up. Oh, you don't want me to cover boxing? Because I am a hell of a researcher. Yeah, I am a hell of a researcher, and I know what the fuck I'm talking about when I talk about the shit I'm talking about. When I choose to talk about it, oh, best believe I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, just like when the whole thing with the drug cheating came out and people were trying to spew lies about that, and they were trying to deflect by saying Devin came in overweight in California against Reed's program. About 45 minutes research, and I blew all that shit out the water. I was one of the first motherfuckers to show that the California State Athletic Commission, that there was no rule against any rehydration. I was one of the first motherfuckers to put it out there, along with Rachel Donaire, around the same time. Oh, don't, yeah, I'm gonna be a dangerous motherfucker. Let me get my shit up. Yep. Yes, sir, Bubsky. Yeah. Once I get that shit together, oh yeah. But see, I'm not just gonna cover boxing. I'm gonna cover boxing and Muay Thai because I love Muay Thai. I'll probably cover more Muay Thai more because I want Muay Thai to really grow in the United States. It's not really that big, right? I'm talking about pure Muay Thai. I'm not talking about no MMA shit. I'm not talking about one fight is MMA, one fight is no. I'm not talking about no one shit. I'm talking about pure, unadulterated Muay Thai. To begin with, I'm gonna cover Muay Thai fights out of Thailand. I'm gonna go into some history of Muay Thai out of Thailand, and I'm gonna transition it to Muay Thai in the United States, which is not really that big. So there's not one big league in the United States for Muay Thai. There's like each state or each whatever. It's kind of like the amateurs in boxing. That's how Muay Thai is. Professional Muay Thai in the United States is like the amateurs in boxing. But I would love for it because Muay Thai is so great. If you study Muay Thai and I practice Muay Thai. I practice the shit out of Muay Thai. I split my time between boxing and Muay Thai equally. So I do Muay Thai one day, boxing another day when I train. But I want to start covering fights, local Muay Thai fights here in South Carolina and maybe even Georgia and North Carolina. Just try to highlight Muay Thai and how great it can be. And I'm one little channel, right? But I do want to collaborate with other Muay Thai people, American Muay Thai guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's his name? Shit. Sean Fagan. Cats like that, that are pure Muay Thai artists. And, I just want everybody to enjoy Muay Thai as much as I do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also going to cover boxing, right? I'm going to put some time into boxing as well. And other things I have coming down the pike. That will come down a little bit later as I withdraw from work a little bit, right? As long as become more independent financially, where I don't have to rely on going to work 10 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's coming. But you don't want me to start getting into the boxing like I really could. Yeah, you don't want me to cover boxing. You know what I'm saying? In that regard, it's gonna be dangerous. It's gonna be dangerous. You ain't gonna be able to get shit over on nothing, because, like I said, I do know how to research. I do know how to articulate. I do know boxing. Now, historically and academically, I don't know as much as KHO and others right now. But let that get popping, right? Let it get it's gonna be a problem for cats like him, because it is what it is though, right? Right now, this is what I'm doing. But in the future, best believe I will be digging a lot more. I'll be digging into the Muay Thai. I'll be digging into the boxing. I'm going to be covering Muay Thai fights. I'm going to be calling Muay Thai fights out of Thailand and in the United States. But I might have to go to the fights, because I might have to go to the fights, take a recording, and, go over it later, because it's not going to be nationally televised. You're not going to see it on ESPN or, it's not that big right now. But like I said, I hope it gets big. It should get big in the United States. But anyway, let me keep going with this video, man. Yeah, you don't want me to cover boxing like I really could. Yeah. This is light work.
But people are still gonna always remember you was the fighter that sued another fighter for fighting.
And Tonka Twuck will be known as the fighter that got his ass whooped by a strand of hair that had grease in it. What sounds worse? Oh, I took a knee because I had some grease in my eye. What? Or I got knocked down by a fucking drug cheat. See, y'all trying to make Devin look bad for being cheated, when really you should be trying to make Ryan Garcia actually looks bad. But because you guys try to take your magic wand and shape things and mold things how you want to shape it, right now you're trying to make it seem like Devin looks bad for being drug cheated and wanting Ryan Garcia to suffer the consequences for that. How dare you? How dare Devin try to make... What? Man, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Sunshine says, I'm looking forward to that Muay Thai coverage. Yes, as soon as I get my camera and all that shit, I got to get a new laptop. I got to get camera. I don't know if I want to get a green screen or whatever. Good microphone, and get the whole system set up. I will start covering actual Thailand Muay Thai fights. I'm looking forward to that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm also going to go into explaining Muay Thai, the rules, the what you can do, how it could be useful in a street fight, and all that other stuff. Different things. I also will be demonstrating in real time with myself. If I can get some partners that, we can get sparring in and all that stuff, I'm also going to be doing that type of stuff. I also wanted to show some sparring. Yeah, I want to get deep into it. But yeah, that's going to be in the future. I appreciate that, Sunshine. We got some ninja watchers up in here. You know how they do. Plenty of ninja watchers. Every now and then they'll come out and throw a ninja star. But, then they go back to the recesses of their bullshit. Whatever.
God damn. You was the first fighter in history to sue another fighter for fighting.
What does that mean?
And I don't understand.
What? You were the first fighter in history to sue another fighter for fighting? What? You see this? Where's the drug cheating? Where's the performance enhancing drugs? So he's trying to convince you guys that Devin Haney is suing Ryan Garcia for fighting. You can't make that shit up, boy. What was it? What was it? This motherfucker. He wants you to believe that Devin Haney is suing Ryan Garcia for fighting. No, he's suing Ryan Garcia for breach of contract. In the contract, it says that you can't be using performance enhancing drugs, motherfucker. Yet you did. You breached the fucking contract. You can't be serious. Queen Mother Shaquila, how you doing this morning or this afternoon? Man, ooh-wee. This motherfucker crazy. He's trying to tell y'all that Devin Haney is suing Ryan Garcia for fighting. Oh, but Ryan Garcia didn't use drugs, right? Oh, he didn't use the drugs? You see, Ryan Garcia breached the contract before the fight by coming in 3 pounds overweight. Well, they modified the contract. He breached the contract initially. Devin Haney didn't sue him for that. No. But it did add something to the actual lawsuit. But in his mind, well, it's not really in his mind because he knows better. But he wants you to believe that Devin Haney is suing another fighter for fighting. You can't do that. You can't agree to fight somebody and then sue them for fighting you. No, that's not how that works. No. There has to be a breach of contract. There has to be damages, of which there were. You know what I'm saying? Dead Mike said if every fighter sued the other fighter for using PEDs, no, it would not be. No, Dead Mike, that's nonsense. See, that's another line of bullshit. Because there are systems in place that automatically deal with drug cheats. Yeah, with the state athletic commissions, right? But when the state athletic commission fails to do their duty, well, you got to take it another step. Yeah. But that's why the state commissions are there, so that they can take up these actions. That's their fucking job, right? Their duty is to deal with these types of things. When there are drug cheats, there's supposed to be consequences. There's supposed to be suspensions, and there's supposed to be monetary payouts. Well, Devin Haney didn't get no monetary payout from Ryan Garcia for drug cheating. The New York State Athletic Commission decided to give money to motherfucking Golden Boy. Well, Golden Boy didn't suffer they did suffer damages, actually. They suffered some damages for the how the fight was fucked up from Ryan Garcia's actions, but Devin Haney never got any damages paid back. So that's why he sued. What are we talking about? Huh? That's what the courts are for, right? That's like saying, well, no one should sue anybody for anything because the courts will be jammed up. Get the fuck out of here with that. Man, y'all can't pull that shit over on me. Saying that fighters suing other fighters for PEDs would be jamming up the courts in a waste of time. You can apply that to any lawsuit that someone decides to take up. No, that's what the court is there for. The court is there to deal with lawsuits of any kind that you feel you had suffered damages. So what are we talking about? J-Man says always fighters that ain't accomplished shit and were human punching bags. Yeah, I mean, of course. Rosado is prolapsed ass, yo. Gabe Rosado is prolapsed ass. 26 wins, 17 losses. Prolapsed ass. Period. He's mad Devin lost once, and the one time he lost, it was to a drug cheat. That's why Gabe is mad. Man, I lost 17 times against nobody who cheated. I'm just prolapsed ass. So a prolapsed ass fighter is going after an accomplished elite fighter for suing for being cheated. And this guy, knockoff pity pat, wants you to believe that that is bitch ass shit. Can't make this shit up. No, Ryan Garcia is not the bitch ass motherfucker for cheating. No. Devin is the bitch ass for suing for being cheated. Okay. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense.
Saying why Devin Haney fans don't get this fact, bro. Why you don't understand the problem that people have with them. Let me give you.
Fuck the problems y'all have with Devin. Fuck your problem with Devin. How about that? Fuck you and fuck the problem you have with Devin. Why should we care? Why should Devin care? Right? Because it doesn't matter what Devin does. Y'all gonna hate him anyway. So fuck your feelings. Fuck your feelings about Devin. Fuck your feelings about his lawsuit. Fuck all that bullshit. Yeah, fuck all that. Jonathan Ramirez says, Haney got snack. Ryan had Osterine. Quit crying. First of all, Devin doesn't use the snack program any longer. And since when has anybody ever pissed hot using snack? For using snack products? When has snack products ever gotten tested positive for containing performance enhancing drugs? Not ever. Nice try.
Give you some examples. It's in life, bro. It's certain paths that you choose in life to where a certain code of conduct is expected. For instance, if you choose to be a police officer.
Code of conduct. So we're talking about code of conduct. Code of conduct. Who violated the code of conduct? Ryan Garcia for being a drug cheat? Or Devin Haney for suing Ryan Garcia for being a drug cheat? Look what up, Jonathan Ramirez. Many people have tried to look up snack being whatever. It is what it is. I don't give a shit what you're talking about. The fighter that did piss hot, that was on a snack program, he pissed hot for nothing to do with the snack. All right? Look it up. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You can't find it. Code of conduct. This guy is going to use the code of conduct example against Devin instead of Ryan Garcia. That shows you where he's at. Desperate.
So there's a certain code of conduct that applies to a police officer that they're supposed to follow, or else they other police officer brothers and sisters are going to look at them crazy.
Police officer, another false equivalence. So let me guess. The police officer that violated the code of conduct, that's Devin, right? What code of conduct did Devin violate in this case? Because he wouldn't have to sue Ryan Garcia if Ryan Garcia did not violate the code of conduct. But you're putting that on Devin. Devin Haney built like a Charmin tissue super. Yo, daddy, what? So? He's built like Shark. Then why do motherfuckers feel like they have to use performance enhancing drugs against Devin Haney? Why won't Tonka Twuck Davis fight Devin Haney? Why wouldn't Ryan Garcia fight Devin Haney in April or May? Because if Devin Haney is so charming soft, why not just rematch Devin Haney in May, get him out the way? Why does he need to fight Rolly Romero first? Who's proven to be soft as Charmin tissue, right? Because Rolly Romero, chin has been exposed. He got knocked the fuck out. He is a proven Charmin soft motherfucker. But Ryan Garcia is choosing to fight him instead of Devin. But Devin is the Charmin soft motherfucker. Man, y'all can't do this to me. Which part, Sunshine? Because there's so much false shit that knockoff Pity Pat is saying. Haney the one that needed to heal. Oh, here we go with the broken jaw bullshit, which knockoff Pity Pat tried to capitalize on a few weeks ago, by the way. He tried to insinuate that Devin Haney jaw was broken to this day. Devin Haney's jaw was not broken. Devin Haney went on an interview within a week and a half on ESPN after fighting Ryan Garcia, when he found out Ryan Garcia was a drug cheat. And he was talking just fine. His jaw was not broken. And then a few weeks after that, he saw Tonka Twuck Davis in Vegas, right? And was jaw jacking at Tonka Twuck Davis like it wasn't nothing. His jaw was not broken. Man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all just pulling shit out your ass. See, y'all can't come up with your own shit. You gotta take talking points from cats like Knock It Off Petey Pat and use it. Sunshine says that came up in my law class. Actually, officers took the other way when fellow officers break. Yes, exactly. Officers love when exactly. They're going to put up the thin blue line, right? Or the blue wall of silence. Police officers do not get on other police officers for violating the code of conduct. Yes, you're absolutely right. It could be a fracture. This motherfucker, Jonathan Ramirez, says it could be a fracture. I need not say more. There's different types of injuries. And Haney didn't appear on your E after a few months. A few months? What? Devin Haney did an interview almost as soon as he found out Ryan Garcia got popped dirty for, what are you talking about? That was like a week and a half or 2 weeks. And again, in that same month, or maybe at the beginning of May, Tonka Twuck Davis was in Las Vegas and he saw Devin Haney. And Devin Haney was talking mad shit. It was not months. No, it was like a week and a half. Man, get the fuck out of here. That's when Devin Haney said that he would not rematch Ryan Garcia because he was a fucking drug cheat. What are you talking about? Exactly, Sunshine. Officers rarely tell on each other. Knockoff doesn't know what he's talking about in regards to that. But nonetheless, it's a false equivalence because Devin Haney did not violate the code of conduct. Ryan Garcia did. And just like with the Popo, no one wants to hold Ryan Garcia accountable. I wonder why. Or many people don't want to hold Ryan Garcia accountable. Let me just say that.
They're going to look at them in a certain way.
So?
Right? Because you chose a lifestyle of a police officer. So you're expected to have a certain set of standards and codes that you live by, bro.
No one expects no one expects police officers to live by any code of conduct. Not anybody with a rational mind. What?
Another example of that is just being a man, right? That has a family. If you're a man and you chose to have a family, you chose to get married, you chose to raise your kids up and try to do the right thing or whatever, there's a certain responsibility placed upon you that's not placed on another man that don't have a family. Because you chose that lifestyle, there's a certain code that you have to live by. If you lose your job because you have those responsibilities, you ain't got time to go cry home to mama. You ain't got time to go move back in with your mama. You don't have time to just sit around and not look for a job.
Does this man know what fallacies are? With false equivalence after false equivalence, nothing but just coming in droves. What are you talking about? Losing his job, code of conduct. What? Devin Haney did not lose his job or anything like that. There's nothing relatable. There's no. It doesn't reconcile. It's not the same shit. What are we talking about? I don't know, man. This guy.
Your code is to get right back to it because you got a family to feed, bro. And if you cry.
After a while, right? Devin Haney said, you know what? Let's rematch Ryan Garcia, even after he found out he was drug cheating. He said, I'll drop the lawsuit if you fight me. Ryan Garcia or Oscar de la Fishnet did not want the rematch. So Devin tried to have the rematch. Even right after the fight, Devin, as a matter of fact, in the ring, Devin wanted the rematch immediately. Ryan Garcia doesn't want the rematch because he knows he can't repeat what he did because he's not going to be able to be enhanced. If officers were holding each other accountable, we would have fewer people being unalived. Exactly. And if fighters held other fighters accountable for using performance-enhancing drugs, you would have less performance-enhancing drugs. But see, Devin is supposed to have the responsibility. It's on Devin, right? Devin Haney got drug cheated, but Devin is supposed to do the right thing about it. They want Devin to go out of his way to redeem himself? What the fuck are we talking about? Devin Haney has nothing to redeem himself for. Devin Haney got knocked down 3 times by a drug cheat with one of the most powerful left hooks in the sport of boxing and got up and went the distance. There's nothing for him to, against a drug cheat. There is nothing for Devin to redeem himself for. But they want you to believe that Devin needs to redeem himself by having a rematch with Ryan Garcia. I disagree. I think that Devin Haney should never fight Ryan Garcia ever again. But that's what Devin wants. Devin wants to do it. That's on him. The complete and utter nonsense that I'm hearing right now is out of control.
Crying and complaining, people gonna be looking at you sideways, bro. If you a street dude.
Who gives a fuck if somebody looks at Devin Haney's side? So the fuck what? Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Devin should not be living his life based on what you motherfuckers think. He should be living his life based on what's based on what's best for him in his career, in his family. Fuck what you motherfuckers think, because it's already been demonstrated that y'all don't really give a shit what Devin does. You gonna hate on him regardless. So Devin's gonna do what he want the fuck to do. Who gives a fuck what you look at him like? Man, nobody care about that, none of that shit. He's still fighting in May. He's still fighting in September. He still has a 3-fight deal with Turkey Al-Sheikh. So the fuck, who gives a fuck what y'all talking about? Who gives a hot fuck? Ryan Garcia pussed out and decided he did not want to fight Devin first. He wanted to fight Rolly Romero for a number of reasons, to test how he's going to be without performance-enhancing drugs. And, you know, to have an easy fight, you know, catch one on the chin, you know. Rolly Romero is chinny as fuck now. Chinny as fuck. He thinks that's a cherry pick. Ryan Garcia cherry picked Rolly Romero for May. Yeah, because he thinks that he's going to easily knock this motherfucker out. He didn't want to go in there with Devin Haney. As a matter of fact, he told the world that Devin Haney is a more difficult fight, even after he already fought him. A more difficult fight than the fight with Tonka Twuck Davis. He said Devin hits harder than Tonka Twuck Davis. But imagine Ryan Garcia not being on performance-enhancing drugs. Imagine him imagine him coming in at weight. Imagine him being on an equal playing field as Devin That's what Ryan Garcia's concern is. So he said, let me do a tune-up to find out how it's going to work. He don't want to fight Devin Haney right now. Sunshine says, don't forget my father was set up and unalived by dirty cops. Yeah, I remember that. May you rest in power. So I'm going to catch the false statements. Oh, of course. Yo Daddy says, I feel like you care more than he do. About what? That's the weird part about it. What are you talking about? Yo Daddy, what are you talking about? Shame and language don't work with me. Do it all you want. Use sign language. I don't give a fuck. What are you talking about?
And you in the streets. If somebody does something to you because of the life that you chose, you're supposed to react to it a certain way. And if you don't, everybody that's of that ilk, everybody that's street themselves is gonna be.
Anybody that's of that elk? Yeah. Elk is delicious, but I don't know if anybody's of the elk. Anyway, another false equivalence. Street life, being in the streets. We're talking about professional boxing. We're talking about professional boxing where there's contracts and commissions and sanctioning bodies. What sanctioning bodies and what commissions exist in the streets? What are we talking about? Another false equivalence. Come on, man. Do better.
Looking at you like that is not how we move. That is not how we move. He did this to you because y'all are robbed.
Maybe y'all should move that way. Maybe y'all should move that way. If you're thinking, oh, suing a drug cheat, that's not how we should move. Well, maybe you should move that way. And that would greatly reduce the amount of drug cheating that exists in the sport of boxing. Now, if you want drug cheating to exist, you want it to be okay, then stop the drug testing. Don't punish. What are we doing? Why are we drug testing then? Why does Tonka Twuck Davis want there to be drug testing in his fights? Why would any fighter that does not respect Devin for suing Ryan Garcia? Why are you using drug testing? And why are you using VADA? Why should any fighter? Okay, so we should stop drug testing then. If there aren't going to be consequences, right? Because what for? Why even have it, right? Why not just use the state commission's drug testing and let that be that? Why have VADA testing? Why even involve any of that? Hell, why not encourage the state commissions to remove drug testing altogether? They're not going to, because why? Dangers come along with motherfuckers using performance-enhancing drugs. Shit's crazy, man. I don't know, Sunshine. Maybe, I don't know. Of the elk, I don't know what. Elk is delicious, though. I like elk meat. Maybe he means ilk. I'm thinking he means ilk.
You're not supposed to run to the police. You're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. This is how you're supposed to behave because you chose that life. Devin the Dream.
Show me a drug lord and his minions. So show me rival drug gangs. Show me their contracts. Do they have contracts that dictate, well, if you enter into my territory, then blah, blah, blah. What are we talking about? Are there contracts in the streets? Are there legal contracts drawn up by lawyers? Now, drug lords and whatnot, street motherfuckers, they might have lawyers to help fight in court, against criminal accusations and criminal charges. But where is this occurring among street motherfuckers, rival street motherfuckers? Y'all get into it. Where's the contract at? Is there a breach of contract in this situation? Why are we using all these false equivalences?
Hey, I give you all those analogies to drive home the point of Devin.
Shit. Horrible analogies, by the way. They aren't even sound analogies. These are horrible analogies that you're giving us.
Hello.
Hold on.
Okay.
These are horrible
Dream
analogies.
Haney, bro. You chose to be a boxer. Whether you want to say his daddy made him a boxer, he chose to be a boxer, whatever the fuck you want to say. You chose that lifestyle as a professional fighter, bro. And throughout here,
The key term is professional fighter. Professional fighters sign contracts to fight other fighters. And when that contract is breached, then you have the right and the ability to sue for violation of said contract because you received damages. What are we talking about? Yeah, he's a professional fighter. So is Ryan Garcia. So Ryan Garcia, being a professional fighter and entering into a contract with Devin Haney, and having Vada involved in that, you have decided as Ryan Garcia not to be a drug cheat, to come in at weight. You violated that. There are consequences. I don't know why we're using these things against Devin when they should be used against Ryan Garcia. That's where it makes the most sense. But, this guy's a Devin Haney hater, so it is what it is.
history as a professional fighter, the code is you get niggas back in the ring. You don't like what another.
The code is you get niggas back in the where is that? Where is that written? Is that written down somewhere? Is that in the bylaws somewhere? Is that getting niggas back in? Is that in the contract? Does the contract state if you breach the contract by using performance enhancing drugs, then the other fighter has to get it back in the get a nigga back in the. What are we talking about? You're just making shit up at this point. You're making shit up to back an argument that is trash in the first place. When I was in high school, I knew of a football player who used steroids. Dude was like a walking unhinged devil. He would attack his own teammates during practice. That's crazy. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, that's what these motherfuckers do, man. There's a reason it's banned. There's a reason that is not to be used in the sport of boxing or any other sport.
Fighter say about you. You don't like what another fighter say about your mama, your daddy, your kids. You don't like an ass whooping that another fighter put on you.
An ass whooping another fighter put on you that used performance enhancing drugs. Why are you leaving that out? This is malicious, right? I would say this is malicious. This is very insidious, the way he's painting this picture. Oh, Devin's suing because he got his ass whooped by a fucking drug cheat. There's a sentence to finished. There is a sentence to finish, right? You ever remember in school, you had to finish the sentence. It had the 3 blank lines. It had the blank lines underneath. This motherfucker never finished the sentence. I'm suing because I got my ass beat by a drug cheat. By a drug cheat. It's just 4 more words. It's just 4 more words. Why are we leaving this shit out? You got an F. Yeah. You turn that worksheet in. You didn't finish the sentence. You left the fucking shit blank. Fail, motherfucker. J-Man, that's real shit. But hey, I mean, this guy is whatever, It is what it is. When he had to go get to knee surgery, he stopped using steroids and his mood swings got worse. Oh yeah, because of that good old withdrawal. He even tried to go toe-to-toe with his own dad. That's crazy. His dad had to crack his jaw. Serves him motherfucking right. Serves him motherfucking right.
You don't like another fighter cheating you. The code that every fighter has lived by for hundreds of years, because boxing is old.
The code that every fighter lived by for hundreds of years. If a fighter uses performance enhancing drugs, you're supposed to do nothing about it. But see, that's why Devin is suing. That's why Devin was suing. because maybe that's something that needs to happen. That's a precedent that needs to be set. That is what's going to save. It's going to save more lives. This guy wants you to believe that it's okay to see. This is what I'm talking about. So just come out and say that it's okay to be a drug cheat. Just come out and say it. Say it. Say it's okay to use performance enhancing drugs when you're fighting another fighter. Just go ahead and say that. Because they've been doing it for hundreds of years. You know what that's called? That's called the sunken cost fallacy. People have been drug cheating for hundreds of years. They have been cheating for hundreds of years. So what's it matter if they cheat some more? That's the sunken cost fallacy. It's a logical fallacy. I mean, come on, bro. J-Man says fighters 100 years ago weren't on super serum. Exactly. They weren't. But however a fighter cheats, it's still wrong. Even if it's been done for hundreds of years. We should accept cheating? Because cheating has been going on for hundreds of years. That's like when I'm gonna give you guys a real analogy, an actual applicable one, right? That's like when there's this whole big old thing about aluminum, right? Aluminum leaching into people's bodies and causing them issues, right? About aluminum being absorbed into the human body and causing people to have Alzheimer's. You know, because they have all kinds of things that have aluminum. You know, the deodorant, things that whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. Well, there was this big push to remove aluminum from a lot of products so that, you know, people could be healthier, right? But this one chick says something about, I think they were talking about removing aluminum from something. And she's like, oh, well, we already have aluminum in deodorant. We have aluminum pans and aluminum this and aluminum that. So it's not good. What's the problem with more aluminum? And like, what? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my fucking life. Oh, we shouldn't stop horrible shit from happening because that type of horrible shit has been going on already for a long time. It's already been going on. So we should just allow it to continue because it's already... What? That's a sunken cost fallacy. It's the fallacy of, well, I bought this money pit of a fucking house, and every time I put money into it, I find more problems. Instead of just demolishing the motherfucking house and building it from the foundation up, I'm going to continue to put money into this decrepit money pit of a house as it stands and lose more money. I already sunk all this cost, or it's like gambling. I already lost, you're a millionaire, right? You lost $30,000 at the crap tables. And somebody tells you know what, man? You already lost $30,000, man. You're only going to stand to lose more. And they're going to say, well, you're right. I did lose $30,000. So what's 30,000 more? I should just keep playing because I already lost 30,000. I might as well lose 30,000 more. It's fucking retarded. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I'm going to continue the trash, horrible behavior. I'm going to continue to accept it because it's already been going on for all this time. The sunken cost fallacy. I want y'all to look up the fallacies, all the different fallacies that people use. And once you study the fallacies and try to get an understanding of what a fallacy is, you will have a greater understanding of how you can frame and how you can, argue your position without sounding like a dumbass, like this guy, right? You can call out people's fallacies. Oh, they already been cheating for hundreds of years. Oh, why upset the apple cart? It doesn't make any fucking sense. Queen Sister Cameron, how you doing this afternoon?
Old ass sport is you go take that shit out in the ring. If you don't like that a motherfucker cheated you, you go and you get that shit back and you beat his ass in the rematch for cheating you. You don't sue him, bro. Now, If you don't understand that, bro, then you clearly don't understand why he's getting the criticism that he's getting.
What I understand what you're saying. It's just stupid. I understand what you're saying. You're saying that if somebody does you wrong in the ring by cheating you, just beat his ass. No. That's not the only course of action. No, I can sue the motherfucker. Yeah, I can sue him because he a cheater. So why should he even be allowed to be in the sport of boxing if he got caught using performance-enhancing drugs? Why would we want to have him remain in the sport? Why would we not want him to not want to do that again by suing the shit out of him, right? So that when he comes back to the sport, he don't want to get sued again. So maybe he'll stop drug cheating. Maybe this will prevent other fighters from drug cheating. No. We're supposed to let that slide and have him suffer no real consequences. Have him no error of his ways. Have him not understand any of that. Or have him understand it, but understand that at the end of the day, people are going to back him up. They're going to go against Devin. He's not going to see any real reason to stop being a cheat. That's why motherfuckers still cheat. Because when they get caught, right, there is no real consequences. And so they continue the behavior. Yeah, that's what they do. They continue the behavior. They keep doing the same shit they've been doing. Because when they get caught, no one gives a shit because of who they cheated against. But when that person sues the shit out of you, you might think twice about doing that shit again. Because if he wins, the precedent is set and it gives other fighters a much easier and smoother avenue through which to sue. They can say, oh, the precedent was set by Haney v. Garcia. Yeah. Haney v. Garcia. The precedent was set in Haney v. Garcia, and there'd be a date. There'd be a year of when that conclusion was drawn. And then they would use that precedent in the court to say, look, man, we already had a decision that was given based on this. Judge, jury, you have an easy route. You don't have to go through all the rigmarole. We went through the shit for you. Devin Haney went through the shit already. And so therefore it made it easier for you to make the right decision. And what that would do, it would encourage less drug cheating, which is what should happen anyway. No one should be cheating, but people are going to cheat. And when you get caught, well, you got to pay the consequences. That's all this is. But because it was Devin, he's supposed to ignore that and just, everybody's supposed to ignore it. Ryan Garcia should get he should get rewarded for being a drug cheat, which is what is happening right now. But it is what it is, right? Devin, the only reason Devin is on Ryan Garcia's undercard is because he wants to fight Ryan Garcia again. And Ryan Garcia is a golden boy fighter, right? It is what it is. J-Man said, if Gabe said he's cheating before, then you're mad Devin didn't let it slide, and you did. Rosado, yeah, Gabe Rosado is a clown. See, that's how you know he's this motherfucker desperate to try to paint a certain picture about Devin, because he'll take Gabe Rosado's words and just try to, oh, look what happened. Gabe destroyed Devin. No, he didn't. What? He made himself look like a fucking asshat. The fuck?
Yeah, bro. He made the wrong type of history. That shit's considered weak. And you can
considered weak by whom? And why do we give a fuck? Okay, you think it's weak? I don't give a shit. You think it's weak that I sued a drug cheat? I don't give a fuck. I care not. I care not. Whatever. And by the way, you said that no other fighter sued another fighter for fighting. First of all, that's not why Devin sued Ryan Garcia, but Floyd Mayweather did sue Victor Ortiz for that headbutt and all that other silly shit that not Victor Ortiz did. One could say, if we want to use that same logic, that Mayweather sued Victor Ortiz for fighting, which is dumb as fuck. That's dumb. That's the dumbest shit to say. But just, I guess he's intelligent. I guess I don't know.
Can talk about Ryan Garcia cheating and all that shit. Michelle Ali Rivera cheated Frank Martin, and Frank Martin just beat his ass. He popped dirty. Frank Martin just beat his ass.
So, you see, this is the difference. Frank Martin won that fight for whatever reason. Now, Michelle Rivera was a drug cheat. Michelle Rivera is a drug cheat who got his ass beat. And, you know, Frank Martin won. Therefore, I guess he was satisfied. He was okay because he won. Now, he tested positive for using hydrochlorothiazide and trimetazine. They're both on the banned substance list, right? Now, these, I don't want to say they're not performance enhancing drugs, but they're not the same type of thing as, they're on the banned substance list, but they don't do what Ostarine does, okay? Sunshine says wrongful facts that go unchecked only lead to an increase in wrongful behavior. That's the use of illegal drugs under the rug is highly questionable. Exactly. Sugar-Free Mars, how you doing? Sugar-Free Mars is in the building. I'm just going through your favorite YouTuber. Oh, by the way, Sugar-Free Mars, you were there when Knockoff Pity Pat went and whined to BF about me, right? About me sneak dissing in the chat. And he tried to throw you in there too. I thought that was cute. I was like, why would you bring her up if you're not going to talk about it? Why even bring her up in the first place? I thought that was kind of weird. Like, right? If you aren't going to go in on Sugar-Free Mars for laughing with me in the chat, why even bring that up? Why not just keep it on me? That shit was retarded. What? Oh, and then that female that was laughing with him and gee. Well, I bring her up if you what? Sugar-Free Mars, he was talking about you. He was talking about you. And I wasn't even necessarily communicating with you in the chat at that point. I was saying what I said, which was just whatever I said. And I guess he thought you were in on it with me, I guess. I don't know. Which was dumb because I wasn't like talking back and forth with you like that. I may have agreed with you way later. Yeah, he damn sure knew better. But why even bring you up in the first place? If he's not going to, if he don't want to go in on the female, why bring you up in the first place? And what he really mad about is how when I was going in on him another time and y'all was laughing in the chat at what I was saying. He got his feelings hurt. You ever see that movie? He might have been talking about Sister Cameron too, because I don't know. I just assumed it was you because you were in the chat, but we weren't like having a conversation. I don't know. It is what it is. I just thought it was interesting that he brought up that female and then decided to say, oh, I'm not going to go in on her though. Just weird shit. Anyway, so he said Michelle Rivera, right? Now, what Michelle Rivera used was a hydrochlorothiazide and trimetazine. They're diuretics. They're diuretics. Sugar-Free Mars, That is sound advice for KHO. Now, Michelle Rivera used diuretics to help him cut weight. That's a different type of performance. That's not even, I wouldn't even call that a performance enhancing drug. What it did was it aided in him cutting weight fast. That's what bodybuilders use. Bodybuilders use that, and they use other performance enhancers like androgens, right? And testosterone-based products that would actually enhance performance. But diuretics, they just help you cut weight quickly. So that's what that does. So, I mean, again, with the false equivalence, Michelle Rivera did not use something like Ostarine, which helps you cut weight while maintaining muscle and power, and actually helping you enhance power and build muscle while cutting weight and endurance and all those other things. Matter of fact, these diuretics can kill you if you overuse them. They can kill you because you'll lose too much water, especially if you don't have enough. If you're not replacing it with electrolytes, you can die from these things. That's not the same shit. But anyway, moving right along.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? Margarito cheated fucking Cotto in a bad way.
First of all, it was suspected that Margarito cheated Cotto. It was not proven, right? They found out, right, during the Shane Mosley fight that he was loading his reps, and they made him change them. So then that led to the suspicion that he cheated against Cotto, but that it was not proven. So what is this? What is this? Sugar-free Mars, they're not denying the effects. They're just dismissing them. They're dismissing the drugs. This guy is dismissing the drugs, right? He's saying Gabe Rosado destroyed Devin, and that Devin, he's just dismissing it all together. At this point, they're just dismissing the drug abuse. They're just dismissing the PED usage. It's wild. If you go back in the live, he's just dismissing it. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I do know what he's doing. He just wants Devin to look bad because Tonka Twuck Davis got his ass whooped by a strand of hair. Well, he got his ass whooped by Lamont Roach, but he took a knee because of the hair grease, right? It's just deflection. It's exactly Sugar-free Mars. I mean, he's just dismissing it out of hand. He's altogether just dismissing it right now. He's a piece of shit. This is really what it is, right? This is piece of shit behavior. He's basically saying Devin Haney should have just not tried to have anything done about it and just said, okay, let's just rematch. Well, Devin did try to rematch, but people trying to dismiss the fact that Ryan Garcia used drugs is wild. So that's why, I mean, this is just bullshit, right? He's just spewing bullshit at this point. Once again, you know, they can't leave Devin alone. The game needs him. They can't leave Devin alone because they need him to distract from Tonka Twuck's bullshit. But they're just making their own selves look like asses right now. And so the only way they can do this is by dismissing the drug usage and just trying to say, oh, Devin's a bitch ass nigga for suing Ryan Garcia for getting his ass beat. He actually said that Devin was suing Ryan Garcia for fighting. That's what he said. He said Devin Haney was suing Ryan Garcia for fighting him. And just left out the drugs. Left out the drugs. He came in the chat earlier and said I was covering him instead of boxing. You know, not addressing what I was talking about, but just, you know, upset that I was covering his bullshit. Cameron says, oh, she's talking to Sugar Free. Okay. Okay, you studying for an exam? That's what's up, Cameron.
Deontay Wilder felt like he was cheated by Tyson Fury, you know.
He's talking about feelings. Now, listen, Deontay Wilder felt like he was cheated, but he could not prove it, right? But this is what I'm saying. He said that Margarito cheated Cotto, but that was never proven, right? It was assumed because they caught Margarito loading his reps. And Cotto never sued. But what was Cotto going to sue for? What was Deontay going to sue for if there was no proof? There is proof that Ryan Garcia cheated. You see, he's been spewing nothing but false equivalences and false analogies in this whole video.
A bad way. They all got in the ring and tried to get their shit back. Now, Deontay was unsuccessful, but he carried himself how you're expected to carry yourself in the sport of boxing. And that's why fighters have no respect for Devin the Dream Haney. Gabe Rosado is not a champion. He don't have the accolades that Devin Haney have. Them accolades are hollow and they mean nothing when people view you as a bitch, bro.
The accolades mean nothing when people view you as a bitch. But these people that view Devin as a bitch are idiots. They are idiots. And they're hypocrites because these same fighters that shit on Devin for suing Ryan Garcia insist on using VADA in their fights. Regis Prograis, right? Who did he fight? He's an idiot. That was a fight he had. Went up against somebody. He wanted to make sure that there was drug testing. But all these fighters that you say view Devin as a bitch for suing Ryan Garcia for being a drug cheat are also having their opponents tested for performance-enhancing drugs. So what's expected if a fighter gets caught? You leave it up to the commission, okay? If the commission makes a ruling and the ruling does not involve you getting paid, well, your only recourse is to sue the motherfucker. And that's what Devin did because the New York State Athletic Commission did not issue an award to Devin Haney that would come from Ryan Garcia for being a drug cheat. So he sued him. But no, we're not expected to do that. No, we're supposed to just let the shit ride, right? A bullshit 1-year suspension and $1 million to Golden Boy. How the fuck is that supposed to work?
It's doing some bitch ass shit. That's just what it is, and that's why he stay getting cooked, bro.
Who's cooking Devin? No one's cooking Devin, right? They're attempting, like this guy right here, attempting to cook Devin, but he's making himself look like an idiot when you have the right person breaking this shit down and going through it. I mean, my goodness gracious. What was it? What was it?
And you can try to argue till you blue in the face, but they ended up admitting that they made the wrong decision by how they're moving now. They ain't fucking with the lawsuit no more. They finally like, okay, yeah.
They admitted that they made the wrong decision by how they're moving. What? When did they admit that they made the wrong decision? No, the whole idea was, okay, I'm going to sue Ryan, and if you want me to drop the suit, then fight me. Guess what? Through the facilitation or the facilitization, however the word is, Sugar Free Mars, is it facilitization? And Cameron, I know y'all some smart motherfuckers. Tell me the right word. Is that even a word? Facilitize? Anyway, thanks to Turkey Al-Sheikh, they're getting the rematch. So he suspended the lawsuit. Simple and plain. They been saying, they had said weeks and weeks and weeks ago, last year, that if Ryan Garcia agreed to the rematch and to get on VADA testing, then we'll drop the lawsuit. So they made the decision to, I don't think it was the right decision. I think he just sued the shit out of him and never faced him in the ring again. Again, I don't think it was the right decision, but that was the decision he made. Because apparently Devin would rather get it back in blood, get it back in the ring, than by suing him. But in lieu of the rematch, he was going to sue the shit out of Ryan Garcia. Okay. What the problem, Mill? J-Man says, about time I add a profile pic to these accounts soon. Oh, that's what's up. No, J-Man, we know it's you. Yeah. I mean, it's retarded.
Yeah, we just need to do this rematch. Because the backlash is so great.
No, they don't give a fuck about
It's
it.
so big.
It ain't got nothing to do with the backlash. It has to do with him wanting to fight Ryan Garcia again on an equal level playing field and whooping his ass. That's what it's about. He don't give a fuck about the backlash. Devin has been receiving backlash since 2020. I know, because I was covering that shit back in 2020. Not a lot, but every now and then I do something about it because I've been riding with Devin since 2019. I've been supporting him. And every now and then I make a video, but I'm not a boxing channel. But I'm aware of what's going on. They have been shitting on Devin since at least 2019, since he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is nothing new under the sun. Yes, did Devin try to knock out Ryan Garcia to appease race fans? Sure, but now he's like, whatever. It has nothing to do with the backlash. Nothing to do with it.
If they were confident in what they did and how they were moving, they wouldn't feel the need to defend themselves all the time, and they wouldn't deflect. When Gabe Rosado brought that shit up to Devin Haney, he wanted to talk about everything but that lawsuit. He talked about Gabe Rosado being a bum. He talked about...
So? He don't got to explain his position on the lawsuit with anybody. He called it like he saw it. Like, what are you talking about, Gabe Rosado, Mr. 26 and 17? What you got to say? No one cares. Just real talk. No, everybody has the right to speak. It doesn't matter how many losses you have. But if your position is idiotic, Gabe Rosado's position is stupid and senseless. And it doesn't help that he is a fucking loser, right? He has a losing record. That makes him a loser. That's just what it is. So when you're wrong, when you say stupid shit and you're a loser, well, that kind of goes together to make you look like a fucking asshat. That's simply what that was.
About Gabe Rosado having 17 losses. He talked about him being a better fighter than Gabe Rosado. He talked about his favorite fighter fighting, one of his fighters under DHP fighting Gabe Rosado. He addressed every single thing in his tweet except for what Gabe Rosado was fucking talking about. Deflection at his finest, because he don't want to talk about that shit, because that's not a comfortable conversation for him. Bill Haney is out this bitch doing research, trying to find every little nugget that he can to try to justify them suing the motherfucker.
Justify him suing? What the fuck? I have not seen this part of the video. This motherfucker just said that Bill Haney is doing research to justify suing Ryan Garcia. Motherfucker, Ryan Garcia is an admitted drug cheat. He don't need to do no goddamn research. J-Man says Gabe claimed to fame being a human punching bag for it. Exactly. Man, listen, it is what it is. So, okay, ad hominem attacks. Ad hominem attacks, right? They're not good arguments. But when the person you're launching is at, well, it's not really ad hominem, right? Basically what Devin is saying is that you're a loser with or without drugs, right? Your opponent's with or without drugs, you're a loser. And because you have lost so much, you have been desensitized to being a loser. And so therefore, doesn't matter what you lose for, even if it's against a drug cheat. That's basically what Devin's position is, I believe. But I don't know. I can't speak for Devin. But I think that's why he went in on him like that. But why does Devin have to explain anything about the lawsuit? He doesn't. And Bill Haney does not have to do research to justify suing Ryan. Well, that's you can't make this shit up.
For battery. Yeah, that's why he made that long ass post of everybody that's...
There we go again with the suing for battery bullshit.
Sued before in the sport of boxing. And none of them were fighters suing other fighters for battery, by the way. They made history in the wrong way, bro. And, it's yin and yang, right? It's daytime and nighttime, right? They made history in the right way when Devin Haney became the youngest undisputed champion in the four-belt era. That's the right type of history to make. Unfortunately for them right now, this history of suing a motherfucker for battery... Clown talk. Sugar Free Mars says he's gas
conating about Rosado, who hasn't won a fight since 1988. Fuck out of here. That man can't speak on greatness because he's never achieved it. Exactly. And guess what? Knockoff's favorite fighter has not achieved greatness. That's why he's upset. And I need you to tell me what gasinating. Sugar-free Mars, you got to stop this. Let me see. Gasconating. What is that? Okay, now look here, Mr. Mr. Oh, is that what that means? See? See, I'm gonna have to treat you like what's his name from Severance? Mr. Milchick. Look here. No more big words. Okay? No more big words. I know sugar. I know now. I looked it up. I looked it up. Now look here, Miss. I'm gonna start calling you Mrs. Milchick. All right. I'm gonna start. Listen now. Don't make me. Look here now. Don't be sitting up here talking about some old eliminate the childish shit from your whatever he said. I need you to stop using these big words. And the problem with the way you use big words, Sugar Free Mars, is that they're always in context. I need you to stop. I don't want to look up words, and I'm pretty good with language. But I've never heard this word, seen this word before. Now you good, Sugar Free Mars. I'm just fucking with you. I love it. Go ahead, keep using the big words. I'm gonna just start calling you Miss Milchick. All right, I'm gonna call you Miss Milchick. Well, but what this is what I want. I want knockoff Pity Pat to devour feculence. That's what I want him to do. He needs to devour feculence with this bullshit. Yes, devour the feculence. All right.
Fighter on fighter suing and shit. Suing another fighter for emotional distress because you don't like the ass whooping you took.
Wait, KO, was he suing for emotional distress? Or was he suing for battery? Which one is it? Can y'all wait? You just said that he was suing for battery. Now you're saying he's suing for emotional distress. Which one is it?
That's history too, because that shit ain't never happened before. That's what's overweighing anything he's ever done in the sport of boxing, which is why every time he talk about shit or get on Twitter, he getting cooked. His daddy getting cooked. They getting clowned, bro.
Oh my god. See, this is my problem with appealing to the masses, appealing to the majority. No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck about what the masses or the majority says or what the crowd says if they're fucking wrong. The people that are coming at Devin Haney for suing on Twitter are wrong. Even if most of the people that are discussing it on Twitter with Devin Haney are going against him. Just because people are clowning and cooking him on Twitter for suing Ryan Garcia does not mean that they're right. It just means that they're dumb. That means that there's a bunch of idiots coming at Devin Haney. That's all that means.
Significantly lessen the blow. It's the beat up on Ryan Garcia. Talking shit back and forth with Gabe Rosado or any other fighter or any fan or whatever, that shit's it's gonna always ring hollow because no matter what you say, they got the trump card on your ass.
And guess what trump card we have on Tonka Twuck Davis? Guess what trump card we got on Tonka Twuck Davis? And this is why he mad. He mad because Tonka Twuck Davis got his ass whooped by a luscious lock that had some grease in it. Tonka Twuck Davis had his ass whooped by a strand of hair. So anything Tonka Twuck says is going to ring hollow because all you got to do, let's say Tonka Twuck has his next fight. If he rematches Lamont Roach, all Lamont Roach got to do is tape some hair to his glove. Yep. All Lamont Roach has to do It's just, I don't think there's a rule against that. I think you can put strands of hair in your glove. You put strands of hair in your glove, man. Tank see that shit. That's it. It's a wrap. He's gonna take a knee every time. That's the trump card we got on Tonka Twuck. He got his ass whooped by a strand of his own fucking hair. Yep. Yeah, that's just what it is.
They got the Joker in the game of spades, bro. Or the big ace in the game of spades. I mean, they got that shit. And
Big Ace? The fuck is he talking about? Does this dude play spades? Big Ace? There's no big. There's a ace of spades. It's not called a big ace. There's the big joker and the little joker. The big joker takes the little joker. There's no big ace. There's an ace of spades, which trumps every card except for the jokers. Try again. Sugary Mars says, where is the Vita Tank stands talking about how the 130 pounder came up to put? No, they ain't nowhere to be found because they got knockoff Pity Pat coming up through here, deflecting to Devin Haney. There is no energy for damn near. I mean, listen. They don't have no energy for that. That's why they're doing this. That's why he did another video where he said that Devin was the laughing stock of boxing. That's why I did a video saying that Devin's trying to copy Tonka Twuck's moves. It's all just to deflect and distract. He ain't got no energy for none of that.
that shit is, nigga, you a fighter that sued another nigga for battery, bro. And then
now it's back to battery. It's back to battery again. Like, first it was battery, then it was emotional distress. Now it's back to battery.
You goddamn state fair a couple months later, your damn self, and you missed the goddamn punch. Like, nigga, you out of here.
Why are you bringing up? Now he's bringing up the state fair incident. He's bringing up the state fair incident where his homies kept him from hitting the other guy. So now he just missed a punch. Like, anything just the wildness, y'all. The wildness.
Goddamn punch. Like, nigga, you out of here. You sued Ryan Garcia for battery, then you tried to punch a civilian in their face and you missed. Dog, like, it's bad. It's bad.
Anyway, guys, I think I'm done with this. I think I've the State Farm. Yeah, I'm telling you, they pulling rabbits out of the hat in this one. They pulling rabbits out of hats. They have nothing going. So this is what they got to do. But I think I've done a good job with this one. It's been over almost an hour. It's an hour and a half, more than an hour and a half. Yeah. Yep. But that's what I got, guys. I just want y'all to see what's been going around, what guys like this are doing out in the boxing space to try to discredit Devin because Tonka Twuck looked like whole ass in his last fight. And so, but this is always going on. This is, these are Devin Haney haters. So it's always going to be something. They always got to pull rabbits out of a hat. This is something they have to do. Anyway, J-Man says, Tank fans rationalizing with a draw when the fight was supposed to be a knockout showcase. Exactly. It is what it is. Anarchy was good. Man, I have no idea what's going on. It's boxing, brother. It's just boxing. Anyway. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Much love. Like, share, subscribe. And we're going to keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace.